This is Pastor Dan Axtell, and this is trimester 3, session 11. We're continuing our process of building our teams. Over the last 2 weeks, you should have met with several people that you're recruiting for your next year of ministry. And so this is a time we're going to come back together and report back to the rest of the team what happened. And so share some of those stories, some best practices. If there's somebody who's really experiencing a lot of good success at recruiting, allow that person to share with the rest of the team, hey, how you doing this? If there's somebody who's really not getting any success with recruiting, encourage that person. Ask them to share how they went about it, and if you see any gaps there in their strategy, maybe fill those in. But this is a time to just really come together and put your heads and hearts back together and remember that you're doing this together as a team. It's also, of course, a time to invite God to do what only He can do. And so spend some time in prayer, gather around the fishbowl once again, and ask that God would minister strongly to you, through you, in this whole experience, to give you direction, give you wisdom, give you faithfulness to walk this out. So you can add more names into the fishbowl at this point. You certainly can take more out. We want to make sure that at this juncture, everybody whose name was put in there has been taken out of there. And somebody is assigned to follow up with that person one-on-one, face-to-face. And so continue to share, continue to pray, continue to challenge, but between meetings, continue to line up these appointments. This is the time when you should also start making up your lists. And so each one of the new teams that are going to be launching next year should have a list with the leaders' names and all of the names of people that are being recruited, and the yes or no next to each name once they've had the face-to-face, if they've committed or not. This would also be a good time to start thinking about what day and time and place you plan to meet next year, so you can begin to dialogue about that. And if you've got that, put that on the list as well. Those lists should be accessible to the entire group, so whether you use a Google Docs or something similar, you want to make sure that everybody has access to those so that you can see how other groups are doing. And if you come across someone in recruiting and you think, they would fit better in this group, you would have all that information right there in front of you. So share all of that. Enjoy this process. This is just the beginning of a really good year that's about to happen in a short amount of time. So this is trimester 3, session 11, building and recruiting.